Okay, in this video we'll be talking about how to post a blog in WordPress and then how to publish it. Now this is the screen you start with. This is your login page right here. Let me zoom in a little. And then you see your username here. Just type your username, type your password, and then log in. Okay, now this is the screen that you come to once you log in. You see your dashboard here, and you see your menu bars here with your post, media, links, pages, and some of the other stuff. Now what we'll do here is we will add a new post. So let's go to post here and then click on add new. So again, posts and add new. Let's add a new post. And when you add a new post, you see a window like this. Gives you a main bar here, which is your title bar for the post. That's where you write your title. And this area right here is the area to write your content about the blog. So let's write a dummy blog here, and let's zoom in before that. Let's get in here. Okay, so say the title is $8,000 tax credit for home buyers. Okay, so that becomes the title of your post, $8,000 tax credit for home buyers. Now you'll be using this area, as I said, to write the content of the post. So let's get started writing the post. So say $8,000 credit expires soon. Grab it now before it's too late. All home buyers qualify, or whatever. But say that's your post. You can of course write a lot more than that. Just use this entire area to write your post. And once you have written a post, then what we'll do is we will look at the formatting buttons to see how we can format the post. So let's zoom in here on the formatting buttons. Now you can see that some of these buttons, in fact most of these, you should be familiar with. If you have used Microsoft Word, these are the formatting buttons which are very similar to that. So say for example I want to say expires soon. I want to underline this. Just pick underline from here. Or say grab it now. You want to make it bold. You can just select it and make it bold. So exactly the way you would work on a word processor. So use the formatting buttons here after you have written your post so that you're able to format it. One other thing that you can do in terms of formatting is you can create a link to an outside website. That could be your own website, that could be a link to any other post that you've written, or it could be a link to just an outside website. So for example, say all home buyers qualify. Now you want to link that to IRS website. So what we'll do is we'll select the text first, just the way I did, and we'll click on this button, which is an insert link button. So we click it here, and then you will see this small little window that comes up. This is where we type in the URL of the website we want to link that text to. Make sure you have that HTTP there. So let's say www.irs.gov. That's the website we want to link that text to. And again, make sure your target is a link that opens in a new window. Because if you open the link in the same window, then the target opens on top of your blog post, and so the readers of the post, they just lose your post because they get into this new website. So make sure you do an open link in a new window. Let's do that here. Let's click on insert, and yes, we got our link right in there. So now you can see that the color of your text changed. Now when this blog is posted and the readers click on this particular text, it will link them to irs.gov. Okay, so you have now written a title for the post right here. You have been able to write the post. Of course, your actual post would be much bigger than this, but just wanted to give you an example. Now, there are three more things that you need to do before you publish the post, and let's look at those things right here. First thing that you want to take care of is your category right here. If you already have categories listed, then you need to decide this post that you're writing, what category it falls in. Say, for example, this post, falls in the first-time homebuyer category. Now, you also have the option of adding new categories. So let's do that here. Say if you don't have any category already on your WordPress, or maybe you have some but you want to add more, just click on Add New Category, give a new name here, whatever new category you want to add, and just enter Add, and you will be able to add that new category. The other thing that you should do in a blog post is you should add tags to your post. Like in this case, say for example, I want to tag it as $8,000 tax credit. That's the tag I want to give it. So you take $8,000 tax credit, click on Add, and that becomes your tag right there. And now let's look at the final thing that we want to do. Let's look at some of our publishing options right here. So if you can see this, the publish, you can, once you've written a blog post, you can do two or three things. You can just save it as a draft. You want to do that, you can do that. You can come back and edit it later and then publish it. You can just preview your blog post to see how it looks. Does it really look the way you want it to? Has it been formatted right? If everything is fine for it to be published. Or you can publish it. Also on publishing, you have two or three options. You can either publish it immediately, which is when you click this publish, it does get published immediately, or you can edit this publish immediately option and can schedule it for any other day. Say I am recording this video on March 30th, 2010, but what you can do is maybe schedule this post to be published the next day, which is March 31st. All you need to do is change the date right there. You can even change the time if you want to. Say OK and say scheduled. Now this post, now as you can see, has been scheduled for March 31st, 2010 at 22:10. That's when it will be posted. So that's all that I had in terms of you writing a post and then adding a category, then adding tags, and then publishing it. Once again, let's summarize it. We go to post, we do add new, we write the title here, then we write our blog post right here, use these formatting buttons to format the post, use this link button to add any links to the text that we want to. We add a category to the post, we add a tag to the post, and finally publish the post.